Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 has finally received a release date.
This is our chance to control the truth.
Fans of this spy action franchise have been buzzing with questions about this upcoming film, like whether this is the end of the franchise and what can we expect from it. If you are one of those fans, then you are in for a treat because the Cine Wizard is here to spill all the beans on Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. From the plot and cast to the action and suspense, we have got you covered. So grab your popcorn, take a seat and get ready for a thrilling ride as we dive into everything you need to know about Mission Impossible 7.
The concepts of right and wrong.
Mission Impossible is one of the most iconic franchises to ever grace the cinema screens. It started back in 1996 when Tom Cruise first portrayed Ethan Hunt in the first movie directed by Brian De Palma. Since then, we have seen Tom performing some of the most daring stunts ever captured on camera, including climbing the Burj Khalifa and holding on to the sides of the airplane. But now, he's gearing up for his biggest mission yet. For what we have heard, this film is set to raise the stakes for Ethan Hunt and his team of Mission Impossible Force agents with plenty of action, suspense and high-stakes thrills. But what can we expect from the plot, the cast, and the stunts? And is this Tom Cruise's last ride as Ethan Hunt? Let's find out together.
Everyone for centuries to come. You're fighting to save an ideal that doesn't exist.
Mission Impossible fans might have seen the first trailer of this upcoming movie, but we are still not sure what it's all about. Obviously, we know it features Ethan Hunt doing something he shouldn't while avoiding authority figures and other rogues. What we do know that it's the first part of the two-part story, and there's a good reason for that. The director of this film explained that he wants to take what they learned from Fallout, the sixth film in the series, and apply it to every character in the movie. He wants everyone to have an emotional arc, and he just wants the movie to have more feeling across the board. With the addition to extra characters and storylines, the movie will be 3 hours long, which means it will probably end up being 4 hours long. That's why they decided to split the story into 2 movies, so the story could breathe.
This is the CIA's mission. You use a scalpel for a hammer.
As for the ominous title, the director also explained that it is a navigational term that becomes a metaphor for Ethan and several characters, as many things emerge from Ethan's past. And one thing we can guarantee is that Ethan Hunt will be getting himself into crazy situations that involve Tom Cruise carrying out some major stunts, like riding a motorcycle off a large ramp, launching from the bike, and parachuting safely to the ground. Fortunately, Cruise survived the shoots without any major injuries, unlike that time on Fallout when he broke his ankle.
Never did. You need to pick a side.
The Mission Impossible franchise has seen some amazing directors like Brian De Palma, John Woo, J.J. Abrams, and Brad Bird, but Christopher McQuarrie has taken the lead in the most recent installments. McQuarrie has directed Rogue Nation, Fallout, and both parts of Death Reckoning, while also collaborating with Tom Cruise on multiple other projects, including Jack Reacher and Edge of Tomorrow. McQuarrie is best known for writing The Usual Suspects before joining forces with Cruise. McQuarrie has written this 7th chapter, and with him back in the director's seat, we have high expectations for the upcoming movies, and we are confident that he and Cruise will deliver on those expectations quite easily. The movie features a star-studded cast with plenty of returning favorites, including Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt, Wing Grimes as Luther Stickle, Simon Pegg as Benji Dunn, Rebecca Ferguson as Lisa Fast, Vanessa Kirby as Elena Metsopoulos, Frederick Schmidt as Zola Metsopoulos, and Henry Kazerny as Eugene Kittredge. But that's not all. The movie also introduces several new characters, including Hayley Atwell as Grace, who director Christopher McQuarrie has described as a destructive force of nature. Atwell has hinted that Grace's loyalties are ambiguous and that she will go through quite the journey in the film. There's a plenty of other new faces joining the cast, including Pam Clementev, Shea Wiham, Esai Morales, Rob Delaney, Charles Parnell, Indra Varma, Mark Gatiss, and Carrie Elwes, although their roles are being kept under wraps for now. McQuarrie has also teased a mystery actor that he was excited to work with, but we don't know who it is or what role they might play. As for the plot, which is still under wraps, we don't know too much about it, but we do know that the IMF will be facing off against a dangerous new villain played by Zay Morales. Nicholas Hoult was originally cast in the role but had to drop out due to scheduling conflicts. It's clear that this new threat will push Ethan and his new team to their limits. Unfortunately, one familiar face that won't be returning is Angela Bassett as CIA Director Erica Salone due to the pandemic-related conflicts. But with all these other exciting characters and a top-notch cast, we are still more than ready for it to hit theaters. Originally, the movie was set to begin filming in Venice in February 2020 under the working title Libra. It was supposed to be shot there for 3 weeks before moving to Rome for another 40 days. However, due to the pandemic outbreak in Italy, production was halted. Fast forward to July 2020, the UK government allowed the crew to begin filming without going through the mandatory 14-day quarantine. Filming commenced on 6th September 2020 with director Christopher McQuarrie sharing posts on his Instagram to mark the occasion. Unfortunately, filming was halted again in Italy in October 2020 after 12 people tested positive. On this time, filming resumed just 1 week later. By February 2021, production had concluded in the Middle East. On 20th April 2021, filming began in Lewisham, North Yorkshire, UK. However, production was paused again for 14 days in June 2021 after a member of the production reportedly tested positive. Finally, in August 2021, the crew started filming in Birmingham's Grand Central Station. Production wrapped up in early September 2021. So that's a brief overview of the filming schedule of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Despite some setbacks due to the pandemic, the movie was able to complete production and is ready to release this year. It looks like Tom Cruise is continuing to do his own stunts in this upcoming film, and this time he's taking it to the next level. At CinemaCon 2021, Paramount Pictures revealed a video of what Tom Cruise himself calls the most dangerous stunt ever. The stunt involves Cruise riding a motorcycle up a ramp and off a cliff, jumping off the bike, and then parachuting to the ground. To prepare for this epic stunt, the actor had to go through a whopping 500 hours of skydiving training and a staggering 1,300 motorcycle jumps. Plus, the ramp used for the stunt took months to construct. But that's not all, folks. Reports say that Cruise has to perform this stunt 6 times before getting it right. This is seriously mind-blowing. It seems like they are going to have a hard time topping this one of the next Mission Impossible movie. It turns out that there will be a Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2 after the release of this 7th part. The original plan was to shoot both movies back-to-back and release the second part on 5th August 2022. But unfortunately, the nature had other plans, and the 8th movie had to be pushed back to 7th July 2023 before finally setting on the release date of June 28, 2024. It's a bit disappointing that we will have to wait a bit longer, but we are sure that the filmmakers will make it worth the wait. It looks like the Dead Reckoning Part 1 and 2 have been shrouded in secrecy, so much so that even Simon Pegg, who plays Benji in the films, didn't know the name of the movies until the trailer was released. During an interview with Collider, Pegg revealed that he found out about the title of the film during the trailer and not from the director Chris McQuarrie. Now you might be wondering what the title Dead Reckoning even means and how it relates to the plot of the movie. Well, in an interview with Empire magazine, McQuarrie hinted that the title refers to a particular deadly source that poses the greatest threat yet to Ethan Hunt and his team. He also mentioned that Dead Reckoning is a navigational term, meaning that you are picking a course based solely on your last known position. This becomes a metaphor not only for Ethan but several characters in the film. The film is set to arrive in US theaters on 14th July 2023 and will be available to stream on Paramount Plus after its theatrical debut. However, it's worth noting that Tom Cruise's last film, Top Gun Maverick, took 209 days after its theatrical release to premiere on Paramount Plus. So we can expect a similar time frame for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. So what do you think about this film? Tell us in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe to the Cine Wizard.